Hello students. In the last lecture we have seen that addition, subtraction and scalar multiplication of complex number. In this lecture we will see about multiplication of complex numbers. For this, consider any two complex numbers, that is z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. So we have to multiply these two complex numbers as z1 dot z2, or we can say z1 into z2, which is equal to a plus ib into c plus id. We have to multiply the first term to second bracket and second term to second bracket, that is a into c plus id plus second term here ib, so multiply ib into c plus id. So we simplify this and get the real part together and imaginary parts together, that is ac minus bd plus AD plus BCI, and we have used here the value of iota square, that is iota square is equal to -1. Let's consider the example based on multiplication of two complex number. Here we have two complex numbers, z1 is equal to 2 plus 3i and z2 is nothing but 1 minus 2i. So we have to multiply these two complex numbers as z1 dot z2 or z1 into z2, which is equal to 2 plus 3i into 1 minus 2i. Simply here the first term of first bracket is 2 and we have to multiply these 2 into second bracket, that is 1 minus 2i, plus the second term of first bracket is 3i and again multiply 1 minus 2i. So therefore 2 into 1 2 minus 4i plus 3i minus 6i square, which is equal to 2. This minus 4i plus 3i will get minus iota, and this minus 6 into iota square is nothing but -1, since iota square is equal to -1. Therefore we get 2 minus iota plus 6. Therefore 2 plus 6, that is addition of two real numbers, is equal to 8 and minus I remains as it is. This is nothing but answer of this two multiplication of two complex numbers. Now we will go for properties of multiplication. The properties of multiplication is same as properties of addition, only here we change the sign, that is instead of addition we take multiplication. So here first property is, for any two complex numbers, that is z1 and z2, z1 into z2 is equal to z2 into z1. This is nothing but commutative property. Our second property is, consider for three complex numbers, that is z1 into z2, the multiplication of first two complex numbers into z3 is nothing but z1 into multiplication of another, that is z2 into z3. So this is nothing but associative property. Third property is z1 dot 1 is equal to 1 into z1, which is nothing but z1. So any complex number multiply with 1 is equal to that complex numbers. So this is nothing but identity property. Fourth property is multiplication of two conjugate of complex numbers is nothing but z1 conjugate into z2 conjugate. And last property is if z is equal to any complex number, that is a plus ib, then z dot z conjugate is equal to a square plus b square. Now we will prove one property, that is if z dot 1 is equal to 1 dot z is nothing but z. So here consider the complex number z is equal to 4 plus 5i. We have the property, that is z into 1 which is equal to 4 plus 5i into 1, that will be equal to 4 plus 5i, and 1 into z also 1 into 4 plus 5i is nothing but again 4 plus 5i. So from these two equations we get the same result, that is 4 plus 5i, and this 4 plus 5i is nothing but z. Therefore the property that z into 1 is equal to 1 into z is nothing but z. So from this you can verify the remaining properties. Now we will see the division of complex number, how to divide the two complex number. For this again consider two complex number, that is z1 is equal to a plus ib and z2 is equal to c plus id. Here the condition for division is z2 is not equal to 0, that means this c plus id is not equal to 0. So the division defines as z1 divide z2 is equal to a plus ib upon c plus id. So in the division we have to multiply and divide by conjugate of z2. So here we multiply and divide the conjugate of z2, that is c minus id upon c minus id. So here we take simple multiplication, that is a into c minus id plus ib into c minus id upon this c plus id into c minus id. Therefore we get ac minus adi plus bci minus bd iota square upon this c plus id and c minus id represent the formula, that is a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Therefore from this we can write it as c square minus I square into d square. Since we use the formula, that is a square minus b square is equal to a minus b into a plus b. Now here AC plus AD minus BC iota, this minus BD and iota square is nothing but minus 1 upon the C square minus iota square is nothing but minus 1, and minus minus get plus C square plus D square. So is equal to AC, this minus minus get plus BD, that is real part together, plus AD minus BC iota upon the C square plus D square. Therefore we get AC plus BD upon C square plus D square plus AC minus BD upon C square plus D square into iota, where this is nothing but real part of this complex number, that is AC plus BD upon C square plus D square belongs to real number, and also this AC minus BD upon C square plus D square also belongs to real number. Now we will see one example based on division of two complex number. Here we have z1 is equal to 1 plus I and z2 is equal to 1 minus I. We have to divide these two complex numbers as z1 upon z2 is equal to 1 plus I upon 1 minus I. So here we multiply and divide the conjugate of z2, that is 1 minus I. The conjugate of 1 minus I is nothing but 1 plus I upon 1 plus I. So here by simple multiplication, 1 plus I into 1 plus I is equal to 1 minus I into 1 plus I. So here we get this 1 plus I into 1 plus I is nothing but 1 plus I bracket square upon this 1 minus I into 1 plus I is nothing but 1 square minus iota square. Since again we use here a square minus b square is equal to a plus b into a minus b. Using this we can write 1 minus iota square. So expand this bracket, we get 1 plus 2i plus iota square upon 1. This minus iota square is nothing but minus of minus 1, which is equal to 1 plus 2i iota square is equal to minus 1 upon 1. This minus minus will get plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. So here this plus 1 and minus 1 get cancelled. What is remaining? 2i upon 2, and this is nothing but this 2 get cancelled. We get only iota. Now consider properties of division. First property is 1 upon iota is equal to 1 upon iota into iota upon iota, which is nothing but iota upon minus 1, which is equal to minus iota. So 1 upon iota means reciprocal of iota, that will be minus iota. So second property is 1 upon any complex number, that is 1 upon a plus ib gives result, that is a minus ib upon a square plus b square. Now our next concept is powers of iota. In powers of iota, we know that the value of iota square, this iota square is nothing but minus 1, and iota is equal to square root of minus 1. From this we can say that iota cube is nothing but this iota cube can be written as iota square into iota using laws of indices. Therefore iota square is nothing but minus 1 into iota, which is equal to minus iota. Therefore iota cube is equal to minus iota. Now for iota raised to 4, this iota raised to 4 can be written as iota cube into iota, which is equal to, from this we can say iota cube is equal to minus iota. Therefore minus iota into iota, which is equal to minus iota square, and this minus iota square is nothing but minus of minus 1, which is equal to 1. Therefore, iota raised to 4 is equal to 1. So here we can use, instead of iota cube into iota, we can write iota raised to 4 as iota raised to 4 is nothing but iota square into iota square. So iota square is equal to minus 1 into minus 1, which is equal to 1. Now let us consider iota raised to n, where n is a positive integer, n is a positive integer and n is greater than 4. Here we see the powers of iota, that is iota raised to 4, but here we now see if n is greater than 4, then we divide n by 4. So if we divide n by 4, we obtain the remainder r, and let m be the quotient. So we can write it as n is equal to 4m plus r. That is, if we divide n by 4, we get this result, that is 4m, 4 into quotient plus r means remainder. So using this, and here one condition is this r is lies between 0 to 4. So here we can say this iota raised to n is nothing but iota raised to, put this value of n, that is 4m plus r. So it gives iota raised to 4m into iota raised to r, or we can say iota raised to 4 bracket raised to m into iota raised to r. And from this result, iota raised to 4 is nothing but 1. So here 1 raised to m into iota raised to r, which is equal to 1 into iota raised to r is equal to iota raised to r. Now consider one example. We have to find iota raised to 50. So here, from the above condition, we divide 50 by 4. So we get the result, that is iota raised to 4 raised to 12 into iota square. We write it as in the form, that is iota raised to 4m into iota raised to r. So here we get this iota raised to 4 is nothing but 1. So 1 raised to 12 into iota square is equal to minus 1. Therefore 1 raised to 12 is equal to 1 into minus 1, that is equal to minus 1. Therefore iota raised to 50 is equal to minus 1. From this we can say that any form, that is iota raised to 4n, which is equal to 1 always, iota raised to 4n plus 1 is equal to iota, and iota raised to 4n plus 2 is equal to minus 1, and iota raised to 4n plus 3 is nothing but minus iota. Simply we put n as positive integer and we get this result, that is if iota raised to 4n is equal to 1 and we have to put n is equal to 2 here, so we get iota raised to 4 into 2, that will be iota raised to 8, and this iota raised to 8 can be written as iota raised to 4 bracket square, and iota raised to 4 is nothing but 1. 1 square is equal to 1. Therefore we get iota raised to 8 is equal to 1. That is here proved iota raised to 4n is equal to 1. Okay, we will stop here now. The remaining things will continue in next lecture.